If not be say Nigerian youth are too dull, they are lazy. In short, they can't do nothing. By now, we should be attacking this government. Because I see no reason why these people should be impoverishing the people of this country. We don't have any respect, again, globally. Why is it like this? We are no more respected. Nigerians are no more respected globally. Now, you are bringing in tax law again to tax people you are not giving job. You did not only bring the tax law, you forged the tax law again. What did we do to you? Because this is not normal again. We've gotten ourselves acclimatized and acquainted with bad leadership. See banditry killing people. See terrorists terrorizing the whole country. Nobody's eating very well again in this country.
If you never see reason, we will make you join people. We will protest, say enough is enough with this tax law in 2026. Make I give you reason now. Because I don't see many Nigerians where they happy. They talk say the tax system no go consign them because they are earning small money. Because they hear the government talk say people where they earn small money no go pay tax. I couldn't ask myself, say, how small money can you earn where go they less than 800,000 every year? Because the new tax law states that the only people that will not pay tax are people earning less than 800,000 naira per year. Now, divide 800,000 by 12 months. It will give you 66,660 naira every month, which is below minimum wage. Ask yourself, are you earning below 66,660 naira every month? That is the only time you don't go pay tax. Now, the people who will suffer than the more now civil servants and people where they work 9 to 5, like people that are employed. Now they will suffer and pass. You know why? Now when France have been contracted by the Nigerian government to help them collect the tax, they will bring the European system or the international system, which means you now, your employer will automatically remove the 10 to 15% from your salary, give government straight. Government don't need to pursue you, they will just come out and give them. Why people when they do business go declare based on their profits, they will pay. You see how you now will be employee where they earn 200,000 every month, 100,000 every month, 80,000 every month. You see how your money whenever they enough to even transport to go work, they will still come out 10% inside. And yet you say you don't concern because you never read the tax law. Make we they read though, make we they research. Because they rejoice, you say no concern. See, now big boys go even escape tax. Go and check anywhere in the world. Big boys, now they know they pay tax. You see, poor people, now they pay tax pass. Because the system is always bogus, and the big boys go employ accountants, they go help them to find a way to survive. Why poor people, they don't get any option. They will not work from the 1st to 31st of the month. The employee will just commodate the tax 10%, give government straight. Now you say you don't consider because they earn small money. Okay, let's assume say they earn below 66,600 naira every month. Congratulations, stay there, no increaser. Congratulations. A bag of rice currently is above 50,000 naira. That means what you are earning will only buy a bag of rice. You know go use for more chopper. Now, even if you are earning that small, look at another way where the tax will affect you. If me now, as a businessman, I dey sell products or I dey render service, I go factor in the tax where they go charge me from whatever service I'm rendering to you. You don't know. So if before now I dey sell this phone, for example, for 100 naira, they know they collect tax from me. Now government can't talk say they will collect 10% of whatever I sold this phone. That means I will be selling this phone 110 naira. I will come collect 110 naira give government. So you see, it still affects you where they earn 33,000 naira every month because prices of commodity will go high, prices of services will go high. If I dey render service, I dey render you service, I dey come do something for you before you go pay me 1,000 naira. That time they know they collect tax from me. Once they go collect 10% tax from me, I will begin charging 1,100. You see, say it still concern you. I don't have issue with people paying tax. Don't get me wrong. Whoever will watch this video, don't misquote me. Where I live, I pay tax. But you need to provide basic amenities for people. This place where I live now, where they pay tax. If anything happen now, I call police. Police will come. They will solve the problem. And the sick now will go hospital. I will get good health care. And they drive for road. The road is very good. If I see pothole mistakenly jump inside, I can sue the local government council for not covering that pothole. And they get constant electricity. All those things join together with government they provide. Nigerian government know they provide, and they only copy waiting will favor government from Europeans. They don't go copy waiting will favor citizens. So don't get me wrong, paying tax is normal everywhere in the world. But you no go ignore your own responsibility to the citizens. Then you don't collect tax from the citizens. Then if I pay the tax finish, I still come Nigeria, I go provide security for my own self. I will provide electricity for my own self. I will dig borehole where I go they drink for my own self. I will go hospital. I don't even see if to say I will even see better hospital go. And we thank God we go pay. But with all these things, you are not providing nothing. But you just want to collect tax. Exactly the same percentage where we go they collect, you want collect them. So if you want to take tax from the people, first of all, arrange the system, provide the things where the people need from you, so that as you they collect from them, you they give back to them. You cannot be neglecting your own duty. You the one make I do my own duty. And Nigerians, people say Tinubu they use juju for us. Because you don't do subsidy removal, nobody talk. Oh. Nobody talk. He control the narrative. Now you get TVC, now you get this newspaper, now you get the other one. He control the narrative. If you talk, people, when you don't wash their brain, will attack you. The tax law now, no go know Yoruba, you no go know Igbo, you no go know Hausa, you no go know Fulani, you no go know Rivers, you no go know Niger Delta. Everybody will pay am. So it's better all of us talk now. And it starts from small. You can start with 5%. And you increase the threshold to at least 2 million yearly. Because 800,000 yearly is not enough to feed somebody. That is 66,000 naira a month. That is 30-something pounds. That is per hour pay for some people here. Now you they collect tax for. So for me, it doesn't make sense. I'm not discouraging people from paying tax. So when you want to quote this video, you watch it completely and quote me right. Paying tax is our responsibility, civic responsibility. Also providing basic amenities.
So now our tax will now won't use the fund on our life. It will not work. It will not work. Nigerians, they say from next year, if you now allow them, people where they collect tax, they go arrest you for that work where you they do that law. In fact, no worry, this tax talk now we go start to the talk. Those influencers when we call 20 of them where we won't go pay. It never reach. Make we call us now. We go explain this tax now, henceforth to Nigerians, because this tax when we want tax so is a tax of criminality. Now we go start to explain them. Everybody go pay tax. So even in the hookup, Olosho people, the people where we not give up, we won't collect tax from their hand. Everybody, nobody is exempted because Ori Buruku Leshe, we say no to forgery of tax law. We say no to taxing for criminality. You cannot reap where you did not sow. If it didn't day, it didn't day. Go and pull people out of poverty. Go and create job and employment. Go and account for the money where we are saved from removal of oil subsidy. This level of criminality and brazen corruption in government will not be sustained and will not be accepted by the people. Now we go start to talk this tax issue. According to the allegations from the National Assembly, say the tax bill where they pass, the one where presidency don't put as gazetted copies they sell to Nigerians, it dey different. No, they say they don't add different insertions. They don't forge a lot of things where be no dated. They don't put them for the final draft. Neither they sell as gazetted copy. And for this final one where they put, so they don't give themselves many powers. The things where be no even the one where they pass to National Assembly, they don't forge them add for there. And according to this one where they forge add, so the people where they collect tax, they go start to defeat, they arrest the people where no agree to pay tax. So as you did so now, once the tax bill finally come into place by that next year, FIRS, Sabina, NIRS, whatever they want change their name to, they go feed, they arrest people where no agree. Nigerian government, Ori Buruku Lenshe, Ori Buruku Lenshe, this level of failure and incompetence, they need to study them. Because I know no government where go fail in leadership, fail hopelessly and helplessly. Where be say everything na propaganda and packaging, including to forge tax reform bill. Now when I say when they control the entire government, when I want on Nigeria to one party states, all Senate one be APC, House of Reps now when they control. Almost 30 governors from across the state now when they control. Judiciary, the only people who never declare officially to APC na INEC. Yet, when I know it still pass and gazette the actual bill will come out of the APC Town Hall Money Point National Assembly. You still need to forge and add to it. This is failure on steroids. This one is the SI unit of monumental failure. Nigeria exists so that other countries go learn how not to govern their nations. Shame on you, Nigerian government. Ori Buruku Lenshe. Ori Buruku Lenshe. It be like now this when a tax collector government go finally change Nigeria. The way where we need Nigeria to change leadership. Because the way where when they run wild. When I want collect tax or where you want to reap where you did not sow. You not provide water, you want tax borehole. You not provide light, you want tax generator. They say FCT administration, they want the tax generator pollution. Ori Buruku Lenshe. Oh, she Lenshe Nigerian government because it is like the citizens when I don't see everybody as animals when no deserve any level of dignity. The only ministry when no they active, where they never create under Tinubu government is Ministry of Suffering and Increase in Hardship. Because now they plan be that. As other government they sit down, they plan how make the life of their citizens better. On our own meetings now to plan how to increase hardship. You want to tax people for criminality. Job where you no create. People create job by themselves, you start to they tax them. When they no fit pay tax, you want to arrest them. Oshi Lenshe, Ori Buruku Lenshe, Nigerians make una shine on our eye. They passed tax reform bill from APC Town Hall National Assembly. Yet you cannot gazette that copy. You still need to forge and add. Ori Buruku Lenshe, Ori Buruku Lenshe, Nigerian government. This is a shame of governance. Today when I don't carry shamefully and shamelessly, they don't carry budget of 2026 go submit for National Assembly. You they submit 2026 budget without any clear expenditure of 2025 budget. Waiting happen to 2025 budget. The Tinubu government is the highest. Now when I don't increase revenue pass, now when I don't increase expenditure, now when I don't increase debt pass. That is all the money where they make from 2025 from oil and gas, from VAT, from company tax. Everything went into servicing of debts. Debt when Nigeria they owe, and it was not still enough to service only debt. Jesus! master strategy government. Make una see master strategy ori buruku government. Nigeria make una shine una ayo because as they carry the budget go, you trust Akpabio and the people where they the APC town hall National Assembly. Now on their mandate they shall collapse. Now they don't use welcome the president. 2024 budget, 2025 budget they don't send to House of Reps. They make they repeal and reenact. That is about 3 budgets they run concurrently. President say make they give approval so that 2025 own it go run until March of 2026. Oshileshe, ori buruku leshe make una see master strategy government. Make una see people where build Lagos, reach Nigeria, turn building materials don't finish. Nigeria shine your eye. This tax, any attempt to tax Nigerians for criminality, that tax law, if the allegations are true, say they don't go forge, they put insertions, the tax reform bill must be repealed immediately. National Assembly, make una know why una say for, because all this on your mandate una shall collapse una they sing so. Nigerians are not animals, we are not fools. Nigerians are human beings and citizens who deserve good leadership. Any attempt to continue to impoverish people, make una they drive escalate, see motto of vice president, see motto, see convoy of president, office of first son, first wife, second grandmother, third great grandmother, office of the step uncle.
We are not against the government taxing the people, but this is, this is the only thing we have. The small money where you want to come and take it from us, as in what we have again. We need to talk about this tax law because Nigeria is not ready for the tax law that the Tinubu administration wants to implement in 2026. And I mean that with all my mind, with all my heart. Wait, the government has removed subsidy on electricity. It's like everybody's on band A now. The government has removed subsidy on PMS. The price of gas is on the high side. So, meaning that our purchasing power has dropped. Let me give you a typical example. If you earn 1 million monthly, that takes your gross earning in a year, which is annually to be 12 million. Now, if you earn 12 million, based on the tax law, 800,000 is going to be tax-free, leaving your income to be at around 11,200,000 that is going to be taxed. Now, if you are going to be taxed 11,200,000, now some certain factors have to come into play. One of the first factors they will consider is tax relief for you for rent, which is around 500,000. Keep that by the side. Now, if you pay NHIS, if you pay pension, be very sure that certain percentages are also going to be included in this amount of money to be taxed. Now, if you compute these figures together, now let's assume you are not paying NHIS and you are not paying pension. What is going to be taxed from you is going to be range within 2.2 million to 2.8 million annually. But if you remove that 500,000, it can drop to 1.8 million, or it can drop to 2.5 million. Now, it takes you back to meaning that you are going to be paying the government about 140, 50, 160,000, or even 170,000 monthly. Now, you start asking yourself, which government are you paying 2.something million to? Is it the government that we buy a presidential yacht? Is it the government that we fly to abroad for medical treatment? Is it government officials or government that we build a presidential villa for a vice president? That's the question. And what is the government doing for you? Already, people that are earning that amount of money already have high dependency ratio. Now, the computation I gave you is for people that are earning between 9 to 12 million, which it takes to around 18% of their income. As it goes higher, it goes to 18%, 21%, 25%. And the question is, why are you taxing the people? Countries like United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, other countries that are producing oil like Nigeria, since we want to be copying people, don't even tax their citizens. Now, can you imagine? This government has gone all the way to get France to partner them in monitoring this tax. But this same government cannot partner with any government or any serious organization to monitor the elections so that there will be no rigging. Now, this election is the reason why we have people in power that we don't even want, people that we can't even vouch that we voted for them. Please, we need to stop this tax. This tax law is not realistic.
If this new fraudulent tax law stood against the majority of Nigeria, then it must have been proven to the world how dumb, daft, Nigerians are proving to be. Because from the revelation of the honorable member from Sokoto State, I mean Honorable Dasuki, whose photograph I'm displaying right in front of this video, from his revelation, it is obvious that whatever was being passed into law by the Senate in regards to this tax reform bill is a fraud, is a fake, and outrightly need to be rejected by Nigeria. And by that, I stand on behalf and representation of the vast majority of the ordinary Nigerian who doesn't know the atrocity that has been committed against them, to say no, we reject it in totality and we're not going to comply by it. Not when a honorable member has made it clear and obvious that what they passed, because those members are supposed to be the representatives of the people, and if what they passed on behalf of the people is not what is being gazetted as law, then we reject it in totality. It cannot stand and it should not stand. The federal government of Nigeria should be ready to wipe us out, to enforce France law on us. This is really sad. Illegality like this, criminality like this, coming from those that were supposed to be leading us, is completely unacceptable. This fraud must be resisted and rejected by Nigerians. Ignorance should not be an excuse. You get the point? And let me use this opportunity to ask other members of House of Representatives. You all claim to be representing your people. How come it takes only Honorable Dasuki to uncover this fraud? What are the rest of you there doing? Praise singers, hallelujah boys. Who are you representing? Your pockets and Tinubu? None of you could ever discover this, and it has to take one man from Sokoto. Honorable Dasuki, you are indeed a honorable member from what you're proving. I have been known, let it be known to you, sir, that you were not just representing your constituency from Sokoto. In this case, you represented Nigerians very well. Thank you very much, sir. May Mother Earth give you long life. You live long. Thank you very much. If not for you, how could we have known? Other 300 and something members, what are you guys doing? This is the reason why I sometimes say this House of Reps, the senators that could not uncover this, or maybe those that knew and choose to be mute because they are on the side of Tinubu, you can't go against your criminal master. It shall not be well with you. If you know you are not useful in that Senate, if you know you are not useful in that green chamber, get the hell out of there. Stop being useless, claiming to be representing the people you are actually not representing. Nigerians, we should be knowing better now. We should be knowing better. If they start implementing this law, this criminal law, what will be proven out to be fraud and illegal, then Nigerians should be ready to counter it with whatever necessary. You get the point? Enough of this ride. You just take the people for a ride. This is the handiwork of France, using a dumb leader on Nigerians. Nigerians, next time you will learn to fight against anybody who is not qualified to lead you, should they steal and impose themselves on us. Look at what we are getting from people who have nothing upstairs, nothing to offer. France is at the middle of this. France is at the middle of this. France is stranded, haven't been rejected by the majority of their colonies. They found Tinubu like a vegetable, like a dummy, worthy of manipulation because of the atrocity he has on his head. France is using him. How can you do this? What the House of Rep cleared, different from what is being gazetted. This is illegal. This is fake, and it will not stand. Let anybody touch my money in 2026. You get the point? You think I'm the one speaking alone? No, I'm not speaking alone. I'm speaking in the voice of hundreds of millions of Nigerians. That trouble that you guys have been looking for, that you thought it is impossible, that you thought division will not let happen, it will overwhelm you people. It will definitely overwhelm you. Criminals in high places. Honorable Dasuki, thank you very, very much. The ordinary and well-meaning Nigerians appreciate you. If not for you, this is how they always lead us in the dark. What they tell us, what they show us is always different from what they implement. Shall never be well with evil leaders like this. Nigeria do not deserve this. Never. 2027, we may have a date with destiny. And for those that think that criminality like this should continue, you will not live to see 2027. You get it?
No problem. Nigerians say okay, they go manage them. Normally in a civilized country, it is after a government have done good before they will say okay, make they put law, make people they pay tax for that thing the government they do for them. But nothing you have done in this country that is good for the citizens. Nothing. I as a citizen I never benefit anything from you. Electricity is zero, healthcare is zero, education is zero in your government, fuel, everything zero, transportation zero. Okay, foodstuff zero, inflation of their soda in your government, but yet you say you actually put law more we take dey pay tax. Everybody say okay, we go manage, we go pay, you understand, we go bear am. Then now after that law has been gazetted, that bill has been gazetted by the Senate, you don't even sign am, then all of a sudden now una dey go dey change am. You are altering that same law. Now they have given tax authority the tax authority the power make dem take arrest people instead of investigating as it is in the law before that was passed. Then also now they don remove courts comot for inside. Normally before government go take money from your hand, or as the case may be, they go get court order. Now they have given the tax authority and agents or ultimatum or power for them to freeze or take money from your account automatically without a court order. Number 3, they have reduced the threshold from the initial one which was passed by the Senate from individuals 50 million, companies 250 million, to now individual 25 million and companies 100 million. This is to say many people go fall under this category. Make them for collect more money for people and how they do. Then see the one wey cover the pay me pass. They say they go collect 20%, meaning if you want carry government go court for any tax matter wey they carry or give you, say you go first pay 20% of that money first, give court before you go court. Say you want go carry that matter go court, go judge. Tinubu, see, not push Nigerians. Oh, don't push Nigerians, Tinubu. I'm advising you, don't push us. Don't test Nigerians' results.
Welcome back, Nigeria youth. We must say no to this tax law. We must say no to it. If not, you see, the thing where we say they try bring to this country is going to cause a lot of revolution. That most of you see all these politicians we just twama from this nation. You know, this tax reform is going to cause many challenges to different people, because even people wey be say that they manage today when they get work to do, wey be say na shoemaking and na their own self-employment, wey be say okay they give to their self that they manage, they are still going to like be suffering. So that is why we must not going to allow this tax reform to work, because this tax of 18 has been so many things that has been happening to Nigeria. Because if you go to online now, many persons now are not talking about this tax something where we see them bring, although you no go work. Why you no go work? We see this data alone that people are suffering out of it should be enough to you people. You know, say this country where we say we never one day buy data of a gig or 1 gig more than 100 naira before, but to buy a gig of data now is almost 1,000. That one no do owner. Now one put tax on many things when una no see many things don't dig cost for this country where we say although Tinubu should just calm down for some many things where we say he did do, because even as some person in the prison for some appointment where we say he did do, you still did do some wrong thing where we see Nigeria no dey like. You see, this tax of a thing will cost many things, especially us where we say we be youth, because no work, nothing, and those one where we say okay they manage, they do their own POS for streets again. Tinubu on the collect tax for their hand, although this thing you know go deep funny to every one of us at all. And me, I like the way Nigerians just put all this thing for head where we say they just carry on they talk, because if they not talk it go happen. That is how everything where we say that they do all the law that they implement, that is how they go start them like play like joke. And if you just watch them for like a second, it go start working. Now so it be so all the youth where we see on a day all over this country, anywhere where on a day this tax of a thing is something that every one of us supposed to put mouth, because we must put mouth, because this thing is related to every human's life. This tax bill, it's going to like cost another thing else, and until we start coming out to protest, if not, these people they are going to do their thing, because them claim to be arrogant people and we are arrogant more than them, and it's not going to work. We now they see some people will be say that the talk say no really concern them. Just calm down. When it go concern you, your mind go day. And for those of you guys that be still again waiting, I won't let us know concerning this. You can drop waiting I get to talk below, and also if that today be on our first time, you can like, share, subscribe. Thank you.